Okay, today we're going to teach you how to set up Dune Imperium. So the first thing you're going to do is put your board out, like you can see right here. And then I'm just going to go through each piece for you as we go through. First piece you're going to want to set up is the Mentat. He's the single figure in the hat, and he goes right up here. Next, what we're going to do is find your 4 alliance tokens. They look like these. And they go along the guild spots here, and each one matches the color and the design on it. Next thing we're going to do is create the conflict deck. The conflict is a series of Hobbit cards, the small card sized. And you can see that they come in three backs, numbered in Roman numerals 1, 2, and 3. So separate those out. Then what you're going to do is take all 4 of your conflict 3 cards, put them in a stack. There are 10 conflict 2 cards. You're going to shuffle them and deal 5 of them on top of your conflict 2 cards. And then there are 4 conflict 1 cards. You're going to shuffle those and take 1 of those and put it on top of that deck. That gives you a 10-card conflict deck. And your conflict deck, it's fairly faint, but there's a spot right here on the board for it. The next thing we're going to do is take the intrigue cards. They are also the smaller Hobbit-sized cards, but they have a different back than the conflict deck does. And you're just going to shuffle all of those and just put it along the side of the board. I prefer the top left-hand corner. It's just what I'm used to now. Next step is to choose your leader card. There are 8 leaders you can choose from. They come in 3 different difficulties, marked with a little dot beside their name. There's 1, 2, and 3 dot difficulties. So you can just randomly choose one, or you can choose the one that you want. So each player chooses a leader. Then each player takes their 10 card starting deck. All the decks are identical, just like all deck builders. It comes with 2 convincing argument cards, 2 daggers, 2 Dune the Desert Planet, 1 diplomacy, 1 reconnaissance, 1 seek allies, and 1 signet ring. And you just put that with your leader for now. The 3 resource tokens used in this game are water, which are blue water droplet shaped. We have spice, which are orange hex shapes. And then there's the solari, or the money, which are gray circles. The spice and the solari come in smaller single denomination and larger 5 denomination tokens. Each player then takes 1 water token and puts it on their leader card as their starting resource. Then you just put the rest of the resources beside the board in a bank where everybody can reach. Next step in setup is each player chooses a player color. There are 4 colors available. There's red, blue, green, and yellow. We're choosing red for this setup demo. Once you choose your color, you take all of the pieces that come with that color. Each set of player tokens comes with 3 agents, 2 discs, 16 cubes, 1 combat marker, and 3 control markers. When you start, 2 of your agents go on your leader card, and the 3rd goes in the top corner of the board in the Swordmaster location. You take 4 of your cubes and you place them on the influence tracks. And the rest go in a supply near your leader card. There are 4 types of cards used in this game, all with the same style of back. When you're setting this up, pull out all the Arrakis Liaison, the Spice Must Flow, and the Fold Space cards, and form piles of each of those. That goes in the reserve on the edge of the board. And those are always available to everyone during the game. Take the remaining cards, shuffle them into a giant pile, and this is called your Imperium deck. Place this on the edge of the board, and then put 5 cards face up. There is one other deck in this game. It's the House Hoggle deck. That's only used in solo and 2-player games. You take one of your discs, place it on the 0 space of the victory point marker track. You take your combat marker, which has a sword on one side and a +20 on the other. Place it sword side up in the holding space for the combat. With your cubes, place 3 starting in the garrison of your choice. The garrisons are the spots where you store your troops before they actually enter the combat itself. You determine the first player randomly, and the first player takes the worm token, the first player marker, and then you're ready to begin.